Food safety, reducing the risk of food poisoning caused by summer bacteria. As the summer sun gets brighter and the temperatures get warmer, people around the world are eager to embrace the warmth, spend more time outdoors, and enjoy picnics, barbecues, and other food-centric gatherings. However, this season also brings the risk of food poisoning, a threat that can turn delicious food into a serious health hazard. Summer heat creates the perfect environment for bacteria to multiply quickly, leading to food spoilage and the potential for illness. The link between summer and an increased risk of foodborne illness is well known. Bacteria thrive in warm, humid environments, and summer heat provides the perfect conditions for them to multiply. When food is left out at room temperature, especially during outdoor gatherings, it can quickly become a breeding ground for harmful bacteria. The optimal growth temperature range for bacteria, such as those that cause food poisoning, is generally between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This range is often referred to as the danger zone. Within this temperature range, bacteria can double in number every 20 minutes, so it is critical to keep food temperatures below or above this threshold to prevent bacterial growth. In addition to temperature, humidity also plays a role in bacterial growth. High humidity levels common in many areas during the summer create an environment for bacteria to thrive on food surfaces. This is particularly concerning for foods that are moist or have high water content, such as fruits, vegetables, and certain meats. Summer is synonymous with outdoor activities, such as picnics, barbecues, and camping trips, all of which often involve food. These activities increase the likelihood that food will be exposed to high temperatures for extended periods of time, increasing the risk of bacterial contamination. Food poisoning can present with a variety of symptoms, depending on the type of bacteria involved and the severity of the contamination. However, there are several common symptoms that are often associated with foodborne illnesses: nausea and vomiting. These symptoms are the body's natural response to expel harmful substances. They may appear soon after or several hours after consuming contaminated food. Diarrhea. Diarrhea is a common symptom of food poisoning and occurs as the digestive system attempts to eliminate bacteria and toxins. If left untreated, it can lead to dehydration. Abdominal pain and cramping. Irritation and inflammation caused by bacterial toxins can cause severe abdominal pain and cramping, often accompanied by bloating and discomfort. Fever. In some cases, food poisoning can cause a mild to moderate fever as the body's immune system fights the infection. The onset of these symptoms varies, with some people experiencing them within hours of consuming contaminated food, while others may not develop symptoms until several days later. Depending on the severity of the infection, the duration of illness can also vary from a few hours to several days. When it comes to food safety, certain bacteria are particularly dangerous during the summer months. These bacteria are found in all types of food, especially those that are not cooked or stored properly. Clostridium perfringens is a bacteria often associated with food poisoning, especially when foods are cooked in large quantities and then improperly stored. The bacteria is anaerobic, meaning it can grow in the absence of oxygen, which makes it particularly dangerous in foods that cool slowly. Clostridium perfringens usually causes severe abdominal pain and diarrhea within 6 to 24 hours after consuming contaminated food. The illness is usually self-limited and lasts about 24 hours, but it can be severe in the elderly, young children, and people with weakened immune systems. To prevent Clostridium perfringens poisoning, it is important to make sure food is cooked to the proper internal temperature and then eaten immediately or stored in shallow containers and refrigerated promptly. Reheating leftovers to at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit will also help kill any bacteria that may have grown. Staphylococcus aureus is a bacteria commonly found on the skin and noses of healthy people. However, if Staphylococcus aureus contaminates food, especially when food handlers do not practice proper sanitation, it can cause food poisoning. Staphylococcus aureus produces toxins that can cause rapid food poisoning, with symptoms appearing within 1 to 6 hours of consumption. The illness is usually short-lived, lasting only a few hours, but can be very serious. While nopal is less well known than some of the other bacteria on this list, nopal can pose a significant risk if food is left out at room temperature for too long. The bacteria is particularly dangerous in foods like rice and pasta, which are often cooked in large quantities and then slowly cooled. Nopal can cause symptoms similar to other food poisoning, including nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and abdominal cramps. These symptoms typically develop within hours of consuming the contaminated food. Preventing foodborne illness requires vigilance during food preparation and storage. The following precautions are essential to minimize the risk of bacterial contamination, especially during the summer months. Cook thoroughly. Make sure all meats, poultry, and seafood are cooked to the proper internal temperature to kill harmful bacteria. Use a food thermometer to verify that food has reached a safe temperature. Refrigerate promptly. Store leftovers in shallow containers and refrigerate within 2 hours of cooking. For hot outdoor environments, this time frame should be shortened to 1 hour. Avoid the danger zone. Keep hot foods hot and cold foods cold. Food should not be left out at room temperature for more than 2 hours. Separate raw and cooked food. Use different cutting boards and utensils for raw meat and ready-to-eat foods to prevent cross-contamination. Choose reputable eating places. When dining out, choose restaurants and food suppliers that maintain high standards of cleanliness and food safety. The above content only represents my personal opinion and is for reference only. Thank you very much for watching and listening.